So, you've narrowed your search for an espresso machine to Nespresso Inissia vs Citiz. Now it's time to decide which one is better for you. These Nespresso machines are both Nespresso OriginalLine models, which means they brew traditional espresso sizes with a variety of pods. The Citiz is the larger, newer, and more premium model. It has a bigger water tank with a stainless steel build. Meanwhile, the Inissia was Nespresso's trusty entry-level model and is a great compact option. I prefer the Citiz for its build quality and sleek design, but you'll get the same espresso quality from both. I'll elaborate on the differences and similarities between these two Nespresso machines and explain why I think Citiz is the better Nespresso machine. Nespresso Citiz is the larger and more premium model because it's made of a combination of stainless steel and plastic. The Citiz looks more polished and high-end and is more durable thanks to the stainless steel exterior. On the other hand, Inissia is Nespresso's entry-level machine. It's a completely plastic product, which also makes it cheaper than Citiz. However, one thing I liked about Inissia's design is the handle for opening the lid. It looks flimsy, but it's actually pretty robust. It works like a lever, and it's extremely easy to grab and push the lid up and back down again. The Citiz opens via a flat lever on top of the machine, which is still easy to open. Simply lift the lever and insert the capsule for both. However, I had to use more force to push the lid back down on the Citiz compared to Inissia. I didn't have any issues with using either machine. You flip open the top, put in the Nespresso capsule, and close the top, which pierces the capsule. These are OriginalLine machines, so they have two buttons, Espresso and Lungo options. The machine will start brewing as soon as you press the button, and you will have your coffee drink ready in less than a minute. Both machines have a foldable drip tray, so you can fit different mug sizes. Citiz has a stainless steel tray, which I found easier to clean compared to Inissia's plastic one. The machines come in different color options, so you can get the design that complements your kitchen decor the best. Inissia, red, white, black, and light gray. Citiz, black, white, cherry red, and chrome. Separately, both machines use thermoblock heating technology, discussed later, so the temperature remains stable throughout the brewing process and you get the famous Nespresso consistency with both devices. I found Inissia to be slightly quicker than Citiz. It warms up in only 25 seconds, while Citiz takes slightly longer 25 to 30 seconds. This isn't a big difference by any means, but if you want to wait as little as possible to get your caffeine fix, it's worth noting. Citiz is bigger than Inissia, 5.1x 14.6x 10.9 in VS, Inissia's 4.7x 9.0x 12.6 in. It isn't a big difference, but it's worth noting if you're very tight on space. The Citiz is a nicer size because it's taller to fit bigger mugs, yet also a little shorter so it can slide into narrow counter space. Meanwhile, the Inissia is one of Nespresso's smallest models, and it weighs only 6 pounds vs the Citiz at 7.3 pounds. Nespresso machines are generally compact and don't eat up too much counter space. This goes for Inissia and Citiz as well. You decide whether you want a taller and narrower, Citiz or shorter and slightly wider, Inissia machine. The water tank capacity also differs when comparing Nespresso Citiz vs Nespresso Inissia. Nespresso Citiz has a 34 Oz water tank, which is larger than the Inissia and one of the largest OriginalLine options. This is a big convenience factor. I found an average Lungo shot uses 4 Oz of water, so you can brew 8 large shots of espresso before refilling. Nespresso Inissia water tank size is 24 Oz, so you can brew about 6 espresso shots before refilling the water. A bigger reservoir means less refilling, but a small one means less calcium buildup from hard water resting in the reservoir, which in turn means less descaling. Overall, it's up to you which water tank size you want. Neither of these machines has a low water indicator, so you'll have to remember to check the water level before each use. Nespresso Citiz vs Nespresso Inissia also differ in capsule container capacity. Citiz is the bigger coffee maker, but it only fits 9 used pods. Inissia fits up to 11 used Nespresso capsules, which means less frequent emptying. Nespresso Citiz is the more expensive option, as it's built with more durable materials and has a larger water tank. You can buy the Citiz as the machine only, or a model with an integrated Aerochino milk frother. The integrated Citiz Plus Aerochino model is great if you like your lattes and cappuccinos. The milk frother is extremely easy to use. Simply fill it up with milk, press a button, and you'll get foam for a latte or a cappuccino. I like the Aerochino because it's simple and consistent, much like Nespresso itself, but you pay up for the frother. Ask how much you want milk-based espresso drinks. The Inissia is clearly the cheaper option of the two. It's one of, if not the most affordable Nespresso machine, mostly thanks to the plastic build. There isn't an integrated Aerochino frother model, but you can buy an Aerochino separately. In terms of value, my vote goes to Nespresso Citiz, despite the higher price point. I like the more durable build and the large water tank. But if you're on a strict budget, Inissia is also a reliable choice. After all, both machines use the same pods and technology, which means you will have the same espresso flavor. The price of Nespresso machines can vary based on the manufacturer and retailer, especially across Amazon, so check around for the best price. Both Nespresso Citiz and Inissia use Nespresso's patented OriginalLine extraction system. The machines use a 19-bar pump to force hot water through the capsule, which brews a nicely extracted espresso. Both machines have the same two buttons to choose either regular espresso or lungo drink size. You don't have to adjust the temperature, volume, or anything else to brew coffee. Both Nespresso Citiz and Inissia use Nespresso OriginalLine capsules. The capsules are hermetically sealed, and the pod and lid are made with recyclable aluminum lined with food-grade lacquer, so they are completely recyclable. Each capsule contains about 6 grams of coffee grounds, which is enough for one coffee serving. The nice thing about OriginalLine machines is the pods are made by different coffee roasters, including Starbucks, Lavazza, and other big brands. There are dozens of different capsules, plus limited editions around the holidays. OriginalLine pods are cheaper than virtual line pods as well. The biggest similarity between Nespresso Citiz vs. Inissia is the drink flavor. Each espresso machine uses the same technology and the same pods, so you get aromatic, robust espresso with a nice crema. You don't have to remember to power off the machines, as each has an auto shut-off feature that turns the machines off after 9 minutes. Finally, I like that both coffee makers have a foldable drip tray, so I could easily fit in travel mugs and large glasses. Both of these Nespresso machines will quickly brew aromatic espresso. They are easy to use and don't require any barista skills on your part. Choose Nespresso Inissia coffee maker if you're on a strict budget, don't mind plastic parts, and mainly drink espresso. This is a great option for someone who wants a basic device or who's getting used to espresso and doesn't need a lot of bells and whistles. Choose Nespresso Citiz if you have more room in your budget, want a large water tank, and like to drink milk-based espresso drinks. It's also a good choice if you want a more durable build and a machine that will last a while. Both Nespresso Inissia and Citiz use Nespresso capsules to brew great-tasting espresso. Consider which water tank capacity you want, the build material, and if you like to drink milk-based drinks when making your decision.